Hello everybody, and today in this video I'm going to be comparing the Ninjago Firefang versus the Ninjago Wojira. So yeah, let's get into it. So Firefang was released in 2019, the Ninjago Summer Wave, which was Forbidden Spinjitzu, and Wojira was released in 2021 under the Seabound wave of sets. So yeah, let's start comparing them. So we'll start down here with the tail of the two. So Wojira is a water snake, as for Firefang is a fire snake. So they are differently themed. So yeah, so starting with the tails, I think Firefang's is a lot longer than Wojira's. Wojira's tail starts here on the ball joint and can rotate, and it's got these two teal colours at the end. So yeah, it can wave like that. It uses three colours mainly, which is grey, black, teal. So yeah, it's just quite a basic design really. It's got these triangle pieces here. The tail splits off into two ways. Yeah, it's just fairly basic. I kind of wish they did a bit more for more articulation, but yeah. So for Firefang's tail, it's a lot more detailed, and if you actually spin this here, it can flip like this. And there's actually, if you take this off, you might know if you have to hear that, there's actually a rattle on it. So it sounds like a rattlesnake, because I think that's what Firefang is actually based off of. And also you can, it's got stud shooters at the end. So yeah, just for a bit of like a play feature. And it's also got the tail looks like lava's like swishing about. So yeah, for tails, I'd probably have to say that Firefang's is better than Wojira's, but yeah, Wojira's is not the greatest. So now, like, for the bottom half of the body, which is mainly this bit here, so Wojira's uses quite a lot of stickers in Wojira, as opposed to on the back, as opposed to Firefang uses mostly stickers on the front. So yeah, as you can see, that's here. So it's like scales leading down here, and you've got this teal pole like leaning upwards. And there is also these parts here, which when opened, you can they just expand a bit like fins, as you can see there. I think that also gives you a better look on inside of the mechanism, not mechanism, but just like how Wojira's been built. So yeah, it's the same every time. Weirdly, they do put popcorn pieces in here. I'm not sure why that is something that they do. Now on Firefang, they use this trans orange again. There's also two cheese slopes there. Moving down, you've got some I don't know what these pieces are called, like tooth pieces, tough pieces, and the edge on the sides for detailing. But yeah. And they do kind of have a similar effect with this like curved piece there. It's the same on both sides for Wojira and Firefang. So yeah, for like connection to like the main body bit of the snake, I'd probably say Wojira's is better. It just looks more detailed, and the fact that these parts can come off. So now for their main bodies. So I'd say the bodies, let's say they start from about here up to about here to down here. So for Wojira, obviously they've got so I'll start from down here. So it's got the continuation of this body bit, which leads up into this bit, and you can see they've got a similar like scale technique. So Wojira's is a tan scale, and Firefang's is like they've got a bit of blue on it and a bit of black, but I'll come to that later. So it also has the wave amulet, which goes in there, which isn't accurate to the show, because obviously in the show this wouldn't be here and it would be on the head. But I actually quite like the fact that they've put it on the body. I think it adds quite a bit to the build. Now, if you come into the back of this bit, I think this is the one negative with Wojira, that she doesn't look very good from the back, mainly because this bit here, which is actually where it connects to the Temple of the Endless Sea. But yeah, so that's probably my least favourite bit, but it's easily to be removed. And this bit's here as well. It's a bit sticking out. So yeah, now from the side you can see they continue with the teal. Well, that's fallen off again. There. So yeah, as you can see with the teal, it looks very nice. And it continues in from the cheese slope from there. The same on both sides. Also, it has these like fins that can like move about. They're kind of a bit like arms, but I don't think they're supposed to be. So yeah, that was Wojira. Now for Firefang. Firefangs use these pieces here, which were used quite a lot in the set, and they actually have text that I think is supposed to be like hieroglyphics. I think that's what they're called. And yeah, and they use this blue colour which looks quite nice, which is a bit like a stone blue. But yeah, so they from the back, Firefang looks very nice. It's all smooth black pieces which make it look very nice. This bit can be moved, but it's covered up by this chunk. So yeah, and the fire effect is continued all the way down. Also on Firefang, I think you may have noticed, instead of like the fins for Wojira, there is these very nice plastic pieces, which sometimes come out quite a lot. As you can see, this bit's just come off, but yeah, they really do make Firefang look a lot nicer. So yeah. So yeah, that's Firefang. So yeah, so I'd probably say Firefang's torso is better. So now for the heads and like neck, I'm gonna have to move the camera for this bit. So Wojira actually uses the Overlord Dragon's head, which I think is a very good reuse of it. They also use this nice coral piece. So yeah, so for Firefang's head, it actually, you see these bit here, if you push down on that, there's one on the other side. It'll actually automatically open Wojira's mouth. And she's got that purple bit there for the tongue, I think. It's nicely printed. It's got another sticker up there. And they use another use of these pieces here. And the neck actually can move, so you can get Wojira in a pose like that. Or like that, which I think is quite funny. And it can be rotated as well. Although my only negative about this thing, the head, is that it can't stay up on its own. It's got to be shut. It's a bit of a negative, but oh well. So now for Firefang. Firefang's got a brick-built head and is actually breathing fire. And this is like the same plastic as these pieces here. But yeah, so the mouth can open all the way to down there. And it's got these orange pieces again that were on the torso, but in orange this time. The neck bit can't move, sadly, which is the only negative. Normally there would be Aspheras thrown here, but I've removed it for the comparison. So yeah, another sticker up here for the head. Firefang is a bit dusty, but you're gonna have to ignore that for the review because I've dusted it a bit, but not fully. The head, they've both got red eyes, as you can see, and there's these pieces again. So yeah, that is a comparison between Firefang and Wojira. If I were to have to say my favourite, I'd probably say, I'm not sure really, because they're both very good, but I'd probably say Wojira is my favourite, mainly because the posability of the neck, and I think it's just got more positives than Firefang, and I think the only downside to Wojira is the tail, but Firefang is still a very nice set. So yeah, tell me which one's your favourite in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. It'd be very much appreciated. And see you in the next video. Goodbye.